Here is the truth. When the grid goes down, nobody is coming to help you for at least 72 hours. That is the government's own guidance. 3 days, you are on your own. And right now, most people have nothing. Today we fix that with one trip to Dollar Tree. Let's build. Hey folks, welcome back to Prepper Joe. Less than half of all Americans have a 72-hour preparedness kit at home. Less than half. And when people get asked why, the answer that comes up over and over again is that they cannot afford it. And I get it. The last few years have been tough for a lot of people. So the idea of buying survival gear on top of everything else feels impossible. But here's what I want to show you today. It does not have to cost what you think it does. We are doing this entire thing from Dollar Tree. A 72-hour kit is the bare minimum to get through the first 3 days after something goes wrong. I am setting this up as a shelter-in-place kit, meaning you are at home, no power, cannot leave. But everything is going into a portable container too, so if you have to evacuate, this kit comes with you. Plan is water, food, fire, and cooking, light, communication, medical and first aid, hygiene, and tools and gear. Let's head to the store. First thing in the cart, no debate. Water. Water is the thing. Everything else in this kit matters a whole lot less if you run out of water. Dollar Tree has gallon jugs, and that is exactly what we need. The minimum that emergency guidelines recommend is 1 gallon per person per day. I am building for one person over 3 days. That is 3 gallons. 3 jugs going in the cart. If you are doing this for a full family, the math is simple. 1 gallon per person per day. Scale accordingly. I am also grabbing a pack of electrolyte drink mixes. 2 reasons. First, when stress has your body working harder than usual, you burn through electrolytes faster than plain water replaces. Second, water that has been sitting stored for a while can taste flat and a little off. These mixes cover both of those problems, both good enough reasons to grab them. All right, water is sorted. Now, we need 3 days of food, and this is where I am going to spend the most time in the store. So let me tell you what I'm looking for before we get into it. First priority is ready to eat. Ideally, just open it and go. If it needs heating, that is fine, but I want to be able to eat it cold in a real pinch. Second is shelf life. I am checking every Best By date I can find and grabbing the furthest out ones. Third is calories. If this is literally all we have for 3 days, it needs to actually sustain us. 3 meals a day, 3 days. Let's go 1 meal at a time. Breakfast options at Dollar Tree are honestly a little limited, and I am not going to pretend otherwise. But I found what I needed. Going with instant oatmeal. There are 6 packets in the box, which works out to 2 packets per morning across all 3 days. Oatmeal needs water and works best warm, but here is the backup plan. If you cannot heat anything at all, you can cold soak it. Pour in some room temperature water. Let it sit for a few minutes and eat it. Not the most enjoyable meal, but it gets calories into you, and that is the job. Grabbing a small container of raisins to mix into the oatmeal. A little extra nutrition and something to make it feel like more than just plain mush. Also grabbing granola bars from the snack aisle as a breakfast add-on. The chewy oat and honey flavor had the furthest out Best By dates of what was on the shelf, and that is what I went with. Quick note, a further out date does not always mean the bar will last longer overall. It might just mean those boxes are fresher stock. Either way, fresher is what you want. Now the jar of honey peanut butter. This earns its spot more than almost anything else we are buying today. That one jar adds over 1,500 calories and more than 50 grams of protein to the whole kit. Eat it off a spoon, put it on a granola bar, stir it into oatmeal. Or here is a trick. If you cannot heat the oatmeal properly, mix the dry oats with the peanut butter and a little water and roll it into protein bites. It works. Instant breakfast shakes also went in. Calories, protein, and vitamins in one drink. And finally, instant coffee and powdered creamer, because I was looking for the individual stick packs and could not find them at this location. Not ideal, still going in the kit. Morale matters. For lunch, I started with those little ready-to-eat kits they sell, where you get crackers and a protein like chicken salad or tuna salad sealed together in one container. No prep required at all. For a lighter eater, that is a full lunch. For a bigger appetite, you grab 2 or you add snacks alongside. There was a new everything bagel flavor on the shelf, and it caught my eye. But I flipped it over and compared the nutrition label to the classic tuna salad version and the tuna salad one on calories. So that is what I went with for day 1. You can also build your own version of these kits, which I like because you get more control over what is in it. Dollar Tree sells cracker packs and individual serving pouches with dates well into next year, and you can pair them with tuna in a few different flavors: chicken salad, salmon, chicken spread, or ham spread. For day 2, I went with the ham spread for a change of flavor, and because the calorie count was solid. Day 3 lunch, I first looked at the single-serving soup cups. Hearty, comes with crackers, would work in a pinch. But then I switched to the same soup in a can, and here is why. The can gives you more food, and more importantly, you can heat it directly in the can over a flame. The plastic cup has to be transferred into something else first. That is one more step in a situation where you probably do not want more steps. To get some produce into the lunches, I grabbed individual serving applesauce cups and fruit cups. Dates are fine. But I need you to hear this warning. These are plastic containers, not metal cans. Plastic can be compromised more easily. If the seal gets damaged even a little, they are done, and you will not always know until you open one. Handle these carefully inside the kit and rotate them more often than the canned stuff. And if you're doing this for a whole family, just go straight to full cans of fruit, more durable and better value per serving. Also found something at Dollar Tree I had never seen before. Small fruit smoothie drinks with real fruit puree listed in the ingredients and a few grams of fiber. Grabbed a couple. Worth it. Last thing, a manual can opener from the kitchen section, because not all of these cans have pop-top lids and I almost walked out without one. Also, disposable plates, cups, and utensils because you need something to eat out of. For dinners, same rule as everything else. Heat and eat if possible, and if absolutely necessary, you can open the can and eat it cold. Day 1 is a can of chicken a la king over a pouch of pre-cooked rice. The pouch just needs a quick warm-up. It actually feels like a real meal, which is more than I expected. Day 2, I went through the canned pasta section. I looked at the whole Chef Boyardee lineup, and beefaroni came out on top for calories within that range. But then I spotted the SpaghettiOs with meatballs in a slightly bigger can, and when I did the math, that one had more total calories. SpaghettiOs with meatballs wins for day 2. And yes, a grown adult can eat that full can without any apology. Day 3, I initially looked at the Beanie Weenies for a beans and hot dog situation, but the cans are too small to be a real dinner for an adult. So instead, I grabbed a full can of baked beans and a can of Vienna Bites, which are small hot dogs, and combined them. Beans and Franks. It is not exactly a Sunday supper, but it is a real amount of food, and it tastes fine heated up. Same as with lunches, I am adding individual vegetable cups alongside each dinner for a little balance. Same warning. Plastic containers, handle carefully, rotate often, size up to cans if you are building for a family. Now, for snacks. 2 reasons they matter. 1, you might not hit your full calorie target just through meals, especially when stress is running your body harder than normal. 2, in a shelter-in-place situation, you are going to have stretches of time with not much to do, and having something to snack on helps you get through them. Turkey jerky packs and meat sticks went in. I compared best by dates, calories, and protein before picking. These were the clear winners. Important note though, jerky and salty snack foods are going to make you thirsty. Factor that into how you think about your water supply. Also, grabbed yogurt-covered cranberries, trail mix, and candy. I will tell you straight why candy is in here. Calories are calories. Comfort is real in an emergency. Something small that lifts your mood has genuine value. I went with peanut butter cups because they had the longest Best By dates and the most protein of any candy option I looked at. They won. For freeze-dried fruit, full disclosure, this is not premium stuff. There is added sugar, and it is a product of China. I compared all the varieties, the nutrition was similar across the board, and I went with mixed fruit because it had slightly more iron. Dollar Tree survival, that is what it is. You are not finding a camp stove at Dollar Tree. But there is something I want to show you that I think will surprise you. In the party supplies section, right next to the birthday candles, they carry canned heat alcohol gel fuel, the kind you see under catering trays at banquets. And while you are not slow cooking a brisket over this thing, you absolutely can heat canned food and warm water with it, and that is really all we need. I tested this at home before filming, so I could give you real numbers. I set up a makeshift stove using a bread pan and a cooling rack from the Dollar Tree kitchen section. put a pan with 2 cups of water on top, lit the gel fuel underneath, and timed it. Starting temperature was below 70 degrees Fahrenheit. After 10 minutes, the water was at 85 degrees. After 15 minutes, it was at 110 degrees. That is genuinely warm enough to eat food comfortably. I stopped there, but it would have kept climbing, and shutting it down takes 0 effort. Drop the lid back over the can, and the flame goes out immediately. Each can burns for about 2 hours according to the label. I run 2 at once to heat things faster. So, for 3 days of warming food, I am putting 4 cans of fuel in the kit. For ignition, I built a small fire starting kit in a sandwich container with a gasket lid. Gasket gives it a watertight seal. Inside, a lighter from near the checkout, matches from the kitchen section, cotton pads from the beauty aisle, and petroleum jelly from the baby section. Press the petroleum jelly into a cotton pad, and you have a fire starter that catches easily and burns long enough to get any flame going. That whole container goes in as one piece. Now for light. I went over to the flashlight section, and my first reaction was honestly disappointment. I was looking for headlamps specifically, and I did not see any at first. So I grabbed a small flashlight rated at 100 lumens and kept walking. Then, a little further down the same aisle, I found them. Headlamps. Just had to look. Both are going in the kit, but if you are choosing just one, take the headlamp. Hands-free while you have light. In an emergency, that difference matters a lot. Neither the flashlight nor the headlamp comes with batteries. So I grabbed a pack of batteries for both, with a few extra to spare. Also grabbed a pack of glow sticks from the toy section. No batteries, no heat, no setup. Just crack them and they work. Great backup and completely safe around kids. Here is the section where Dollar Tree falls short, and I want to be straight with you about it. Every proper 72-hour kit should have an emergency radio. A hand crank model, a battery-powered weather radio, something that can pull in emergency broadcasts when cell service is gone and the power grid is down. I looked for one and could not find it. If your Dollar Tree has one, drop it in the comments because I have not seen it. A portable phone charger would also be worth having, especially since a lot of Dollar Trees now have that plus section with things going up to $7. I checked there and came up empty. That is going to be something you source elsewhere and add to this kit yourself. What I did find was a simple mirror in the cosmetics aisle. A mirror can work as a signal mirror in an emergency. If you are trapped somewhere and need rescuers to find you, you can use reflected sunlight to signal aircraft or ground crews from a long distance. Very low tech, very effective when nothing else is working. Also check the seasonal section at your Dollar Tree for anything brightly colored. Safety vests, orange fabric, anything that can be seen from a distance. Those come and go in the inventory, but grab one if you spot it. Now, first aid, and this is where Dollar Tree actually delivered. I was surprised. For medications, I picked up pain relievers in 2 different types. A laxative, something for diarrhea, day and night cold medicine, and allergy medicine. Side note, I thought I was grabbing a Benadryl equivalent and got home and realized it was the wrong type. So, that one is getting swapped out. Read the label at the store, not when you get home. To save space, I pulled everything out of the outer boxes and kept only the dosing instruction sheet from each product. For wound care, they had a complete wound care set for $125 or $175 depending on your location. One of the best buys in this entire kit. Gauze pads in multiple sizes, gauze rolls, and tape all in one set. I added bandages in several different sizes, liquid skin, antibiotic ointment, and alcohol prep pads. Also grabbed a thermometer, a small manicure set with scissors and tweezers, a nasal inhaler, rolled bandages including 1 self-adhesive and 1 ACE style, disposable gloves, hand sanitizer, and cough drops. I organized all of it into a small box I had from a past Dollar Tree trip. Portable first aid kit, fits inside the main bag, very happy with how it came together. For hygiene, I kept it practical. 3 days without power or running water, here is what covers it. Toothbrush and toothpaste set, grabbed one, moving on. The large disposable body washcloths in the personal care section are one of my favorite things at Dollar Tree for a kit like this. These are big, strong wipes specifically designed for cleaning your body without a shower. The brand was different from what I have grabbed there before, but same idea. Big, strong, disposable. Baby wipes also went in, and let me tell you why I went with baby wipes specifically instead of regular adult wipes. Baby wipes are formulated for the most sensitive skin possible. That means fragrance-free, non-toxic, and gentle enough to use on your face and anywhere else without any concern. Multi-purpose in a kit, personal hygiene, cleaning your hands, wiping down dishes if you need to. That kind of flexibility in one product matters when space is limited. Small bottle of lotion and a chapstick. People always skip these and always regret it. Chapped lips and dried out skin on top of an already stressful emergency is rough. Small items, big difference to how you feel. For sanitation and cleaning, disinfecting wipes, paper towels, the secondhand sanitizer from the 2-pack I grabbed for the first aid section, and a box of garbage bags. Garbage bags are one of the most useful things in this entire kit, and they almost always get overlooked. Emergency rain poncho. Stuff them with dirty clothes or leaves and you have a makeshift pillow or a sleeping pad. Line a bucket with one and you have a toilet. Keep your gear dry in wet conditions. One box of bags and you have all of that. Now over to the hardware section for tools. Rope and duct tape, both in the cart right away. Duct tape is specifically recommended for shelter in place, situations where you need to seal off a room from outside air, smoke, chemical hazards, anything like that. Windows, doors, vents, all sealed with duct tape. I also grabbed electrical tape. For plastic sheeting, they have it at Dollar Tree, but when I picked it up it was very thin. I would not trust it for sealing off a room. I kept looking and found clear plastic shower curtain liners in the bathroom aisle. These are substantially thicker and large enough to cover a full window or door frame. That is what I grabbed instead. Get as many as you think your space would need. Pliers for utility shutoffs, a folding knife that was actually sharp out of the package but took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out how to fold back up, and scissors from the office supplies section. Also, latex-coated work gloves from the hardware section. These are not bad for the price. We have used Dollar Tree work gloves before, and they hold up reasonably well. Hand warmers and an emergency poncho to round out the gear section. And everything got organized into a small toolbox from the Dollar Tree multi-price section for a couple of bucks. Gloves, both rolls of tape, knife, pliers, scissors, flashlight, headlamp, batteries, glow sticks, hand warmers, poncho, and shower curtain liner all fit inside it. Not a heavy-duty box, but it worked. One thing that gets left out of almost every kit-building video: not everyone in your household is an adult who can speak for themselves. If you have pets, check the pet section at Dollar Tree. There is a decent selection of pet food and some supplies. Just read the ingredient labels on anything you're not already familiar with. If you have a baby or a toddler, the baby section is worth checking. Dollar Tree used to stock small packs of diapers, and I could find them pretty easily a while back. At the locations I have been to lately, I have not been finding them. Check your store, because stock varies a lot by location. Pick up whatever formula, food pouches, or other supplies you can source there and add them into your kit. And whatever you are building, scale everything for every person and animal in your household. 1 gallon of water per person per day is the rule. Food, medications, hygiene, all of it proportional to however many people you are responsible for. All right, everything is assembled. I took it all over to the multi-price section to find a tote to put it in. The selection was not huge, but I found one. You could also use a backpack, a plastic storage bin, a duffel bag, anything you already have at home. The goal is 1 container, everything inside, ready to move if you need it. I started loading everything in, and honestly was not certain it would all fit. It fit. So that is a complete 72-hour kit from Dollar Tree. Water, 3 days of food, a way to heat things, light, communications tools, a real first aid setup, hygiene for 3 days, and a basic toolkit. All from one store. 2 reminders before you go. Dollar Tree pricing does not automatically mean Dollar Tree is always the cheapest option. Some things are genuinely a better deal at other stores. Compare when you can. And availability at Dollar Tree changes constantly. What was there last week might not be there today. Stock varies between locations. Grab something when you see it. If you go in and a specific item is not there, adapt the idea. The concept is more important than any single product. If you have got multiple Dollar Trees near you, check them all. Pick up a few items whenever you have a few extra dollars to spare. Do that over a few weeks and you will have a complete kit without it ever feeling like a big hit to your budget. And if your own kit is already solid, This is a genuinely useful thing to build for someone in your life who has not started yet. Made it all the way to the end? Drop a clock emoji in the comments so I know. I am Prepper Joe. Build it before you need it. See you next time.